Well, hey guys, good morning. Big A coming to you live from the station Camp Greenway. Hey, how do you like my new hat? It's got a big A on it. I thought if Garth Brooks could do this and wear a G, Big A can wear one that's got an A on it. No, hey, it belongs to my buddy Shank. He owns Aura Custom Homes, and he sent me a whole box full of them the other day. Man, I want to tell you how much I appreciate that. Hey, is the lack of discipline worth the loss? That's what I titled this today, and I want to tell you the reason I want to talk about that. This week in the mastermind groups, there was a couple of guys in there that, I'll just be honest with you, Big A gave them a 30-minute dissertation on how come they need more discipline in their life. And I love these guys. They're amazing, but I just said, hey, you've been talking about this for dadgum 3 years now, and it's time that you step up to the plate and get it done. Well, afterwards, they called me and they said, Big A, you're right, man. I need more discipline in my life in these areas. And they started telling me all the things that they've done, even this week. They said, we've hired a VA. We've got these things off our plate. I'm going to stop doing these low-level tasks, and I'm going to crush it. I got so excited. Well, guys, I want to ask you today, what is it in your life that you need more discipline? I just left my accountability group meeting. You go, Big A, you're in that accountability a lot. Every Friday, 6 a.m. without fail. We've been meeting now for 15 years. If it wasn't for those guys, I'd be in a ditch somewhere. I don't know where I would be, because it's a level of discipline that I've implemented in my life because it's worth it. And I want you guys to do the same thing. And one of the things that we were talking about is our diet. It's been the highlight of our conversation now because it's the first of the year. We want to do the right thing. But here's what was interesting. One of the guys is on this bone broth diet. He still eats the food and all that, but for the nutrients and all that, they eat that. He said, I've never felt so good in my entire life. He said, I'm losing weight, we're sleeping good, and he said, everything about this thing is amazing. I mean, it's taken us to a new height. He said, but I still have that temptation to go get that pecan pie. And I'm like, man, you can't do that. He said, I know, but even with all the benefits, sleeping well, losing weight, he said, I feel great. I've never felt this good in my entire life. There's still that temptation to go get that piece of pecan pie. But he says, you know what? I'm not going to do it because the benefits outweigh what the reward would be. Guys, that's how you get disciplined. You've got to say, hey, I wouldn't go put a gallon of kerosene in my car today and expect it to run good. And we are fueling our bodies with things that are not healthy for us, and it is not going to serve us well long term. We need to be eating great things so that we sleep good, we feel good, that we can keep going on. That's discipline. And you guys need that level of discipline in your life, whether it be food or in business. Quit talking about things nonstop and not getting it done. That's what I told these guys this week. I said, I'm sick of hearing you talk about it. When are you going to implement this strategy? Listen, we're not 8th grade little girls. We are grown adult men, 30, 40, 50 years old. You can't keep talking about the same thing and not implementing it. It's useless with no implementation. We've got to have a level of discipline in our lives in order to reach the success that we want, whatever it is. Get guys around you, get in accountability, get in mastermind groups, get people around you that can help you accomplish those goals. It's hard. I'm just going to be honest. That big piece of pecan pie, I want it bad too. But you got to go, no, I want to feel good. I want to lose weight. I want to be around to play with my grandkids and do the things. Same way in business. We have the fear of missing out syndrome. It's like the shiny objects come up and you set all your discipline aside. Stop doing that. Get on a plan. Implement the strategy long term. Listen, don't be the sprinter, be the marathoner. Get a level of discipline in your life. Aren't you embarrassed a little bit? You go, man, I talk about this and I start doing it, and in 3 weeks I quit. Or 6 weeks later, I set it aside and I get on the next thing. Guys, I'm going to tell you, your colleagues and peers are going to lose respect for you because you're jumping off a horse, getting on another one. That's not discipline. We got to stay on the same horse for a period of time that we get a level of success in whatever it is that we're doing. I'm going to encourage you to stay on the 12-week year, Brian Moran's plan. You get on that, I promise you, you'll have success because you'll focus on the task and not the goal. Guys, I want you to have a level of discipline in your life. People say, Big A, you're out there on the Greenway, hell, snow, sleet, or something, because I'm disciplined in it. I said I was gonna do it. I'm gonna stay with it. If we get one person to show up, I want to stay with this to encourage you, to help you. I said I was going to do it. I want to do it. What level of discipline do you have in your life? I talk to guys every single day. How's it going? Well, I quit. Why'd you quit? Because it didn't work in 3 weeks. That's not the way it works. It's long-term consistency. It's that way in our diet. It's that way in business, in our families, our grandkids, whatever it is. It's a level of discipline. And I want you guys to man up and get that level of discipline and stay with it. Because I promise you, the gain is worth it if you'll stick with it long term. I'm Big A, coming to you live from the Station Camp Greenway with my new hat from my buddy Shank, Aora Homes. You guys have a good one. We'll see you.